Welcome, friends. We have Shreyasta today with us. Welcome, Shreyasta.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to Candid Meena audience as
Yeah,
well. So,
yeah. And a happy Easter to all the friends around here. So, Shreyasta, today is just going to discuss something very interesting for us, and which affects everybody. All people from around the world. We're talking about habits. That could harm your brain. See, what happens is, for example, just casually, I'll tell you, Shreyas, I was just looking at a program yesterday where, Salman said that he is hosting the Filmfare Awards, you know. So while asking him questions, he said, I just think that there should be censorship on OTT, and all these vulgarity, nudity, gali galoch should stop ASAP. 15 to 16-year-olds are watching such content on their phone. So this is the same person, on Big Boss, he has, vulgarity at its height. Okay. And also you will see that Ekta Kapoor and these people are all promoting this kind of things on the games, and sort of what you call reality shows where people can participate. So they themselves are, promoting this kind of nonsense, and they talk about censorship on OTT platforms. Now, there's no censorship on, even when you take a phone, you can see these children watching porno and other stuff as well. You don't know where, from where people are sending them what. So you cannot monitor what children are watching as well. So let's go straight to the topic, Shreyasa. So please go ahead.
okay, ma'am. Yeah, thank you for introducing this topic and habits and what people are saying, what they are doing, and what their intentions are. All three different things, right? So it and what you can do on social media. See, social media is a very like it's a global thing, and you can just upload, right? But it takes a long time before something is flagged, or something is like flagged for viewing for a certain age. That's why even when as creator, when we'll upload something, it will ask what is the age group, this that.
Yeah.
So ideally, if you see, you can just create a free email or of anything, right? You can just manipulate the dates and all. You don't have to give a government ID or something. Or if you go to any bar or something, they'll ask for your ID, right? So a lot of people in school, college, what they're 16, they'll make something for 18 or this, and like these white lies and all has
Yeah,
been.
hanky panky goes on.
Yeah, it keeps on happening.
Mm-hmm.
Many people have done it, cheating, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But there comes a point in the society, for any society to be functional, and it works on intelligence, smartness, creativeness. And as you grow, as your experience grow, you become better, because no one is born like, even if people are super talented and intelligent, it's your habits, or what you do in your day-to-day life, that is what makes a difference. Now, what is happening online? So, ma'am, earlier, if you will see Doordarshan, when Doordarshan came, there was a proper timing, 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, when the broadcasting would be there, or maybe Ramayan would be there. A full village would come and sit, right? Like nice discussion, good time. Everyone would pause their life activities. Okay, now there is this 1 hour, we'll do it. And so that's how the television or media came to the society. It was welcomed. It was a lot of things. There was this community bonding also because of this. What happened then? There came the business part of it. The business understands only profits, Okay, so why this story is important, we'll come to the habits part later. So they saw, okay, now people are together, they saw something, they maybe saw Parle-G, they saw maybe Coca-Cola, they this, that. It was early experimentation now with societies adopting what, and then they saw their profits, they saw their sales, and they saw, okay, and it used to be big deal. उससे सारे उसके गांव में उसके घर में ये एक टीवी है. That person would be very famous. Everyone would come, would get favoritism, which is very typical in most of the society, not only Indian society. Then came, so how technology businesses runs. The more quantity you have, then the price
You know,
of product
before you
goes down.
continue, let me
Yeah.
tell you an incident, okay?
Okay.
See, when I got married, it was in 1982, and that was the year when Diana and Prince Charles got married. Okay, so their video was out, you know, and we were the only ones who had a TV in Trivandrum, that's Kerala. We just gone down to come back from Baghdad, so we were settling down. So we were the only ones who had a TV. So, and this video had come out, and everybody wanted to see Prince Charles' wedding. So everybody used to come there just to see that. So what you told me just reminded me of that. Like, if they said anything about Princess Diana, I would feel like puking. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, this is that was the impact of TV and having this one big fat screens, and then as technology progressed, the screens became thinner and it
Flatter.
became
Yeah,
more ubiquitous. Everyone is having it, and what I'll tell you, why people buy screens or things like, it's because it's one of those technologies, ma'am. We have so as a scientist, I see so many technologies, but when I'm working as a business manager or business developer, everything boils down to advertising, the cost, how fast. And the fastest medium is even now a video medium or an image medium. It just works.
no,
It just works. Word of mouth, of course, word of mouth. But these mediums have always worked. Now what is happening, you will see that e- because our population is so big, and in India doing entrepreneurship is very hard. Okay, so what people have are used to making videos, reels, and all because of this social media phenomenon, Facebook or code, or this Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. So it's
and they
very
get
easy,
immediate rewards as well.
immediate rewards. Actually, that is why this even worked. This social media actually remained for more than 10 years, because when this social media came in first, it was really opposed by a majority of people, opposed it
Hmm.
because they did not even see it as a product. These things are basically made for profits, nothing else. For profits, for promoting things, and that's how businesses are run. They take risks or whatever. But what is happening to us is that we cannot break out of our habit loop, even me. So I actually time myself. So like, I okay, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So because how it's programmed is that these scrolling bars and these 5 5 3 3 seconds reel, they capture a craze in that. This is called a craze phenomena. They capture your attention, and they actually, a certain part of your brain, it is confused and irritated. You see that if you're calm and quiet, you get
Yeah,
a lot of things done, no matter how much stress you have. So
hmm,
that's why we say, do things calmly, quietly,
yeah.
breathe a little bit. But what happens is, when you're irritated and you're aggressive and this and that, you will click some button, some purchases will happen, something, it is all these things are kind of created. And if we are talking right now, and suddenly there is a pop-up, suddenly there's one or two pop-ups are fine, because our attention span is now located within this rectangular 2D frame. If something is popping from here, there, and everywhere, okay, for fun effect, for something to grab your attention, maybe some Fanta ad or maybe some holy rangoli thing, it's fine, because that is the theme of it. But every day of your life, there is this button, there is this something is in the background, this that, it will distract you very much. it will cause aggression and it will cause micro aggressions. And you will be puzzled, why am I so angry? Why have I become so irritable? I was not like this. It's not in my persona to be like this. But after working on computer or this and that, you can ask any IT professional. It's not, the work is not difficult. Or even let's say leave office politics. Already you'll get a headache just by sitting in front of the screen because they're harmful to our eyes. And it's actually, we humans are supposed to go out and do a lot of things. That's when you're the most happiest, activity is there, whatever is there, right? But all the jobs, look at corona, what it has made us sit in front of the computer. You have no other option. Most of the jobs, most of the things that we are doing has become online because online is also the fastest medium. And I'll just share a small
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
screen that thing up that I've prepared. Just a minute, with the audience. But in the background, I'll just say that what when they are doing this 3 second, 5 second things, what happens is that um, you really get stuck.
Mm.
Your mind gets stuck, basically. Mm, I'll just share the screen. Okay. So is it visible, everyone?
Not as yet.
Not yet.
One second. Let me just, yeah, let me add it to screen. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. Sorry. So, guys, everyone, you can see what is happening to us. So, of course, slacking off, what happens is that online we don't have a track.
Mm,
It's like a really like a slotting machine. Okay.
mm,
So, when you go in any slotting machine to play or any game, you have
mm,
three chances and you
mm,
have a fixed timing.
mm,
Here, there is nothing. There is nothing to remind you or to control you. So,
mm.
you start slacking off. Okay. And secondly, what happens is when you
So
sit in
first you
front of
tell Shreyasa, you speak about the title. These habits could harm your brain. This
your
is the most
brain,
important. Yeah.
yeah, they are very, very harmful for your brain's
So
productivity
friends,
and
we're
growth.
talking about your children. So try to get them. Listen to these carefully and then follow them. Yeah.
Ma'am, children's mind is really, really developing. Actually, our minds also, we are also developing until the
Yeah.
age of 21 or 23, 25, to be honest. And if you are in a domain like mine, which is completely based on knowledge and how much skills you have,
Yeah.
you need to really be very particular of what you're eating
Yeah.
and how you're eating, how you're sitting. All these small small things matter, small small habits, because they all aggregate and they become they become life changing for you. So there is a
Mm,
very popular book by James Clear, it's called Atomic Habits.
mm,
So where he says that 1% everyday increase, cumulatively in a year you will become 37.5% better.
mm,
So do definitely have a read at it.
mm,
But let's come back to children. Ma'am,
mm,
children brains, they will watch something like, let's say, Doraemon,
mm,
or they will watch some nice song, some
mm,
ABCD 1 2 3
mm,
like
mm,
that, so they will
mm.
sway with the song. And kids know they are really monkey see, monkey do
Yeah.
kind of whatever they see, they don't have the um
Ability to
distinguishing,
analyze. Yes.
get correct, the way to analyze right or wrong,
Mm,
language, or what
mm.
is acceptable in
So
the
they just
society.
imitate.
Yes, yes, they will just imitate. And if they see such songs, ma'am, you know, Nora Fateh, yeah, she danced very well, very nice hip
Mm,
movement, this, that, great,
mm,
very beautiful dancer, good looking person as
mm,
well. But, it's a certain audience that will consider it as art
mm,
form or whatever, because
mm,
there is a very thin line between being a dancer, uh, being the belly dancer that she is, and
mm,
then there is vulgarity,
mm.
which our b-wood has. It only depends. In their mindset, it's like vulgarity works, the likes
Yeah.
we get is very high.
Mm,
Maybe for one or two things it worked. Now if you show people continuously that, it won't work. And coming back to children, so coming back to these algorithms, now there is no monitoring system or any software system. Of course, it will suppress a lot of the filters, lot of the content, but a lot of it, if you pour it out just like that, and it's just playing with the words, right? I will flag it as good, bad. Of course, there is screening algorithms which can detect, but I believe that the current algorithms, they only check for plagiarism,
Yeah.
the plagiarism laws, and this is very, very, that algorithm is highly, highly advanced.
Mm,
90% it will actually filter out, it's that good. But there is nothing for such contents, and if you change the language, and if you change the regions, as you go to those, maybe those data centers are not equipped with these algorithms because they're very costly. AI technology is very, very expensive, it goes in millions.
mm,
uh, any person who is just starting out a video business or any such kind of streaming business will not invest in all that, because they want people to first come and be their customers. So
mm.
that's why such contents are just out there.
Yeah.
And I also keep on hearing every small child nowadays has a mobile. They want to
Mm,
click photos because children want to be adults.
mm.
They will imitate us. They if they see us drinking Coca Cola or wine or beer, they want that. They will
Yeah.
not have their milk. As
Mm,
simple as that.
mm.
Okay, so we also have to be kids. We have to behave as kids with them. We have to, be in that mindset to know them. But
Yeah,
when they're on,
Shreyasta.
yeah,
Yeah, here I would just like to make a small
yeah,
interjection. Okay. So, friends, when I used to watch a program by some person who's a technical guy. Okay. And he would show his whole family in the video office. So right from when his child is born to when the child starts walking and the child starts going with them on these tours to different places, we are watching the child's complete public life. Okay,
correct.
so the father keeps saying just exactly what you said just now. So what the father says, say bye to the viewers. So he says bye. So give them a flying kiss. He gives
You'll
him a
give.
flying kiss. Okay, and sometimes you can watch the irritation on his face as the video is going to end. Just say it, just say it. And he doesn't say it because that child is an adamant child. Okay, he's got some independent thinking as well. So he just looks away. So this is very, very true of what you say, that we are making children like work like monkeys. Yeah.
Ma'am, and children are very, very attractive and very cute, and that is why they get a lot of views. Even
Mm,
if you see like a cute Pomerian or a
mm,
cute little black and white dog, brown
mm,
dog, poodle
mm,
dog, they have
mm,
3 million views
mm,
because they're cute.
mm,
And this cute thing is a different kind of business altogether.
mm,
If you have
mm,
narcissistic parents, I mean, even the father is hell bound to finish it because
mm,
there is a script running. There is a starting point, there is little bit entertaining point, maybe you add some cues, and then there is this ending.
mm.
How can you do that for a really, really small baby growing kid?
Yeah.
And what if the kid turns 18 and he
Yeah.
will reflect that my parent did not take my permission? This is
Yeah.
also happening.
Yes.
A lot
Yes.
of child artists are coming out and
Mm,
saying they used us as puppets. That's it. And this world, this image based world, it knows no boundaries, and it's
mm,
not happening today. It's not
yeah.
a phenomena of today.
Mm, mm,
It's ever since this camera was manufactured,
mm,
ever since. It's capitalism, that's it.
mm,
No,
mm.
laws or
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
and it is consent based. When there is
Yeah.
consent and everything, oh, we will give the child money after this, that I've heard, they don't even receive that money.
Yeah.
I have,
Yeah.
what I have heard from.
So
So
perhaps
this
we can
is,
just explain
yeah,
these points. Just so you
step
were,
by step.
yeah,
Yes,
step
ma'am.
by step. Yeah. Yeah.
Ma'am, and so I'm just coming back to the algorithm and these points. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
algorithms are not your nannies, they're not your teachers.
Mm,
They work really, ma'am. It takes really years before algorithm can do everything.
mm,
No, yes, uh, technically, practically, it is possible, but not immediately.
mm,
It will not stop it. And
mm,
your child is watching dirty, dirty things, someone removing clothes, someone doing that. They watched it. They'll
mm,
come and ask you, Mummy, what is this? Papa, what
mm,
is this?
mm,
Dirty things, right?
mm,
And okay, second thing, let's come back to watching a cinema. We used to go to cinema in the break time, we'll buy samosa, we'll buy popcorn, we'll buy the Pepsi, right? We have consumed carbs and glucose, that's
mm,
it. So we tend to buy more of these things because we are so relaxed. We are sitting like this and we're eating, eating, eating. And there is a part of your brain that even when it says, okay, my stomach is full, it
You're
the
still
sugar,
eating.
yeah, because ma'am, it overrides that hormone, it overrides
Mm.
that signal from your
Yeah.
pituitary gland. It will
Uh,
give a signal, I'm full,
mm.
maybe you'll
Mm.
burp. That is actually the first signal that enough, you can
Mm.
survive. But we override and we overconsume.
Yeah.
So again, capitalism, you keep on
Mm.
consuming as much as you will consume. And once we are sitting, ma'am, it's very, very difficult to get up and really do other
Mm.
activities unless we have told our mind
Mm.
this. You really have to speak to yourself in this case. Secondly, having too much screen time on social media. So now you cannot be monitored like traditionally what school has been doing to us, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour school break, teachers are monitoring, maybe there is a monitor. Online when you're working, you can just open the tabs, you can open multiple tabs, whatever is happening. And there is no one to literally, here comes the concept of self control. Where do children have self control? They don't even know what is emotions. They're learning their names, they're learning about the world, right? You cannot and if something is running on an iPad or like a Samsung or tab, it's just running.
Mm.
They don't even know where to close it,
Yeah.
really,
Mm.
because they are clicking. So these clicks are made very cute. Then there are the songs are designed, multimedia is designed that way, so
Mm.
that the longer a person is there, they can show their bosses the statistics. हमारा
Mm.
app चल रहा है,
Mm.
our app is hit, we have 10 million downloads, we have
Mm.
50 million. That's how they show it. That's how this industry unfortunately runs. Okay, so I would really say to your parents that you demand edutainment,
Mm.
education in the form of entertainment, where your
Mm.
child will at least learn something educational.
Mm.
And then what you demand, because you are the consumer, so you start demanding good things. So
Yeah.
that way, the content will also be produced. When the demand, it's everything is supply demand. When you demand the good things, it will come. And it is even possible to time these things and even the number of times. So
Yeah.
maybe after 2 to 3 times, it should automatically shut down if it is
Yeah.
a good application.
Mm. Mm.
These are all the good, clean habits. But ma'am, mostly who are software developers, they don't know this unless someone like me, who is the product owner or the product manager, will tell them, hey, put it in the algorithm. If it is not coming in as a written policy, no one thinks of actually implementing these steps.
Yeah.
Okay, and if I come and say this in any software thing, very few people will agree with me
Yeah.
because they want the software running. So guys, please keep a tab on yourself, like okay, 15 minutes or 1 hour, or maybe like do your other things in the background. Maybe
Yeah.
like when I'm looking at in the evening, maybe I'm cutting the vegetables, maybe, but I'm just listening in the background. That is okay. If you can club it, you can multitask, good. But children, I don't think so. They are
Yeah.
sucked into that gaming world, or
Yeah.
they're sucked into
Here.
their screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse, I'll just make a small
Yes, ma'am.
comment. Yeah. So here, a few years back, I was just wondering when you have so many channels on TV, I was just wondering what is this baby channel? You know. So I used to keep going to the baby channel to find out what is this baby channel. You know, you mean to say there's a channel for babies? Seriously. And then I went there, and then you see, these images moving back and forth. Like zombies. So it's to make the child who's lying in a crib, just look at those images. And you can imagine how bad it is for them. It's not like toys are different things. You hang something on top of them, or these things are different. But constantly watching a video, a TV, and watching these just movies, these things with music, I just thought it makes sense. But look at the way, as you said, marketing is such a big thing. In between they get ads, and babies get to see ads as well. you know
Yeah.
so yeah,
Babies
back.
get to see. I mean, they
Yeah.
are not, they, ma'am, their mind is not even developed to know what the hell is
Yeah.
happening. It's
Yeah.
we that we understand. Now I'm understanding marketing. 2 years ago I understood much better. They are babies.
Yeah.
Okay, and what it does is, ma'am, there is a light which is being reflected. Okay, nowadays you will find a lot of products saying that, oh, without UV light or blue light or something like that. Okay, so these are the lights that you cannot see. And ma'am, these are special glasses that need to be manufactured, and they're very, very expensive. And we are Indian audience, we are penny pinchers. Not only we, the entire most of the world are big time penny pinchers. But what has been manufactured and what is in your hand doesn't necessarily have this protection shield. Maybe they will have a dark mode or a night mode where the brightness and all will be adjusted, but there is no, it has nothing to do with biology. And literally you have to turn off the screen 1 hour before you go to bed. And you will find a lot of people who have inculcated these good habits, they have had a drastic transformation in their life. So this actually the screen time and everything, it gives you a false sense of relaxation, because when we are watching this, it in our mind we think, oh, we are relaxed, we are this, we are that, we are in this, we are literally in this hallucinating world, or we're just listening. But actually we are not sleeping the proper sleep time. There has to be a sleep schedule where you actually put in your night dresses, and 1 hour before maybe you have some good reading habit or some small meditation. Make, if you have a routine like that, that's the real relaxation. So it is actually harming your sleep cycle, circadian cycle,
Oh,
to be
this is
honest.
strange. See, like Divided Streets is saying now in America and Canada, cartoons are very sexual to groom into drag queens and showing dildos in the form of teddy bear having an organ, etc.
Oh God.
Disgusting.
Disgusting,
Terrible.
ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah,
this
terrible.
this is all Illuminati bullshit. They just
Mm,
want to push that
mm,
in the name of LGBTQ, ma'am. They're ready
yeah,
to do
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
I respect the community,
Mm,
and I also want to say that don't fall for these traps of Illuminati or whatever, because they control everything. Warner Media, this media, that media.
mm,
The last control switches with these guys only.
yeah.
They come in different forms,
Mm,
but there is one master.
mm,
Okay, and that
mm,
master wants to see this,
mm,
and that master wants to teach the new generation this, so they will show it, literally they will show it in cartoons,
yeah.
how dirty.
Mm,
And then there is one more thing, ma'am, which is not there on the slide. I just want to add a small thing, because now we are going to go to point number 6, as is listening to loud music for too long. Yes, like young people have lost their hearing potential. Your ears are not only for your hearing capacity, it's for your body balance as well. You will lose the sense of balance as well in life. Do you want that? Do you want to be like crippled within the age of early 30, 35, 40s? No, right? And so, and it's very hard, because most of the audience is visually oriented, but a lot of the population who love music or who have learned music, or who have auditory skills very developed, they can be programmed via music. Like you play a nice music, you feel like dancing. When you play a very sad song, you also feel sad, because your emotions are attached to it.
yeah,
When you hear loud music, aggression is there, frustration is coming out. Why do you want negative vibrations of
yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
right? Yeah, and last thing, ma'am, since you mentioned regarding the cartoons, Divided
Mm,
Streets, I'll just add one more thing. Ma'am, the way they are talking, the
mm,
tone at which they are talking,
mm,
and what they are talking,
mm,
kids don't understand,
mm,
and they're talking about sex, this, that. A proper sexual education is lacking in our
mm,
society,
mm,
because ours is a closed society, but
mm,
Western world is very open about it, or they make business out of sex, so whatever they're doing. And these words are then their child would be saying, like dirty things they will be mimicking. There is
mm,
no control over this.
mm,
So this is also, and if it is done in different languages and regional languages, forget it. How
mm,
will you find,
mm.
someone kind of
In fact, in this, what Alka says, video shots makes us impatient and restless. It's harming our minds. In fact, Alka, I've questioned Google many times, Facebook many times. How can they show shots which are so obscene that even Salman Khan finds it obscene? You know, can you imagine? I mean, how is it possible that they can show this? And then if we say one word about something, we are blocked in Facebook. You know,
Exactly, ma'am.
yeah,
I
I can't
That's what I
understand
don't
these people at
understand.
all. Yeah, I've questioned them so many times on Twitter, not one answer. You know,
Exactly,
and what
ma'am.
are they showing? Terrible. I mean,
Terrible
little
things.
young boys and young girls, doing everything on stage.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very dirty.
Mm,
And ma'am, these people know this Gen Y or whatever they are called.
mm,
Uh, they talk to you like they're adults,
mm,
like they know everything. मुझे सब पता है. I am
mm,
the everything. Oh, I read this. I saw this. This is how it's done. You
mm,
don't know how to be an adult. They don't
mm,
have life coping skills.
mm.
Ma'am, they don't know how to talk. They
Yeah.
really they don't know how to start a conversation,
Mm,
when
mm,
to pause,
mm,
or when to interject, when to,
mm,
like, be politely nice.
mm, mm.
They, and if you are like them, oh, why are you so nice? You don't need to. These are social skills. These are interpersonal skills. These are the skills that literally, ma'am, good companies are looking for.
Mm,
I will tell you my story. Many a times when I am hired, the highlight of my interview was, technically you are great. We like your interpersonal skills. We are amazed at your I have worked on my interpersonal skills also. So I always take feedback from others. I always, like, because I'm also, like, by nature I'm a bit like very fast working, because my domain I have to work very quickly, take decisions very fast. So sometimes even I get very, very irritated, to be
So
honest.
what do they say then?
They say that they like the way I handled it, or because I could calm myself very easily, because I meditate, because I listen to calming musics when I have a lot of work pressure, or I make a to-do list and I put a very calming song. I put nature song, or I put, like, very calming music, nice guitar or nice flute song. So okay, that relaxes my mind. As I'm
Yeah,
relaxed in a very high stressful environment, I can focus better and I take decisions better. So
yeah,
my mistakes are a little bit less. Though I am slow,
yeah,
I'm not, I don't want to be fast. Okay, now coming to that part,
yeah.
why
So
they
before
are,
Shrestha, before
yeah.
going to that, let me just read what Divided Streets has said. He agrees with you. Yes, absolutely. I was playing IBAN for a while since kid. My hearing is a little low, and now I'm 47, getting balance problems when I wear big headphones. I can't really walk, so I put on small ones. So
Definitely.
thank you, Shrestha. You're really giving them good advice.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. My research is slowly going in that direction. And what I do, I see people's, the data comes in the form of black and white data, like a X-ray data or nervous system data, this, that, and then when the questionnaires are filled out, so we ask people to be honest, as
Mm,
honest as they could be. So
mm.
there are these things, and I have to link it, and I have to show them, do this, or maybe. Like, the neuro rehab, or how we can, because we can fix it. You don't have to go to expensive, so you just have to fix your small habits. Just like 20 minutes a day, ma'am, can make a lot of difference. But maybe that is a topic for some other time. I'll just
No,
come
but
back
this
to
is
the
something,
social. Yeah,
this is something, Shrestha, that even Dr. Ganesh said. See,
yeah,
Dr. Ganesh said you start with Ganesh Strotam, go to Durga, this thing, and then you go on to any other, whichever you feel is strong or, based on Shiva, Lord Shiva. So these are things a lot of us in this group, in our family, are doing it. So, which is another piece of advice that is very useful and coming from Dr.
Ganesh.
Ganesh, who is an AI expert, and also on a very serious spiritual path. Here,
Yes.
Maya says this girl in Delhi metro whose skimpy clothes video went viral has argued, saying it is her body and every right to flaunt it. These videos really affect the youth. Here, Maya, she said one more thing. She said that when certain sannyasis, sit without any clothes, isn't it the same?
Oh my God. But
Yeah.
see, this is what they are
Mm,
trying to do.
mm,
See,
yeah.
they are trying to take things out of context. Number one, our sannyasis and spiritual gurus, they are at a different plane. They have
Yeah.
different energies and powers. our modern day system cannot capture these frequencies. Okay, they lie in such a spectrum. I'm telling as an electrical engineer, and my specialization in bachelor's was lighting technology and high frequency. And they're very dangerous technologies, to be honest. Most of the people who work in this area unfortunately die in cancer after 60, 65. Main reason of death is cancer. So I have also kind of I'm moving it into other safer technologies and things like that. It's a big debate, ma'am, in the West. There are many places they will not let the 5G tower also come in, which is good because it will affect the frequency, but it improves accessibility. Of course,
Yeah,
these
and
things have to
also,
be designed.
birds like sparrows have disappeared
They have
because
disappeared
of 5G. Yes.
because of 5G. So many, our biodiversity is actually at threat,
Mm.
unfortunately. And
Yeah.
there is nothing being done because Ambanis have flaunted their money in thalis and pujas, and everyone is still running after them, you know. So I don't know how. Of course, they're rich in the notes and all. They're killing our planet. They are actually responsible for. How will you get
The funny
biodiversity?
thing is, they are the ones who talk about environment, and they are the ones who, abuse it the most.
Ma'am, like Salman Khan right now, right? It's the
Yeah,
same. It's this
exactly.
is ma'am, this is Kali Yuga.
Yeah.
So Kali Yuga is how I really understand is the
Mm,
good and the bad is there in the same person in the same time at the same point, as I
mm,
can explain it scientifically also.
mm.
So, and they are the antithesis. Thesis and antithesis is lying within the same person. So the good thought and the bad thought is lying within you. So you in this yoga, you need to have a lot of self discipline and self control, and I think you will just be fine. No need to
See,
get into any kind of crazy.
here, yeah. Yesterday, as I told the viewers, that at this very, very big function, cultural center launch of Ambani's, you know, see, this lady was walking around like Mother India, Nita Ambani, and wearing some priestess like dress, and everybody all over because of money. Okay. Now, this Rekha, who's become now almost fossilized, still thinks that she demands the attention. Now, she comes near this Ambani and she starts posing with her, pulling her hand and all that. In public, Nita Ambani insults her. Okay. She pushes her hand away. And she actually tells her to go away from her. I
Oh
want to
my.
pose alone. Okay. This is the height of arrogance. Okay. I felt very bad for this lady, Rekha, because she's a pretty, elderly. And I felt more bad because she could not get the message and she was still going back to pose with her. Each time she was being snubbed by this lady.
Oh
So you
God.
can imagine what money has done to these people. Okay. Yeah. Back to you.
Yes, ma'am. It is unfortunate because even I respect Rekha ma'am a lot.
Yeah.
What great, graceful actress and everything. And, unfortunately, she is in the industry. And I think that why maybe she might be going back is also she must be thinking the cameras are watching,
Yeah.
everyone is watching.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
she is also a very conscious person, as I think. And
Yeah.
she just felt that, okay, bade log hai, whatever, at least from my side, I should try to
There
maybe
will be no
reconcile.
mistake.
And this lady is like she's in her own zone, so
Yeah.
cannot help the arrogance, right?
Yeah.
Money
See,
arrogance.
earlier, when this woman was very successful in films, she would have got all that bhav. At that time, Neeta Ambani was small. Okay. Now,
Yes,
Neeta Ambani has become goddess, and she has become a beggar. That's the
that is
difference.
that is a difference, correct.
Mm,
Ma'am, if you just consider our Sudha Murthy ma'am, how graceful, their
mm,
entire family, how down
mm.
to earth, they will never show off.
Yeah.
Infosys heads, and
Mm,
look at their husband.
mm,
They are the ideal example.
mm.
Simple living, high thinking, right?
Yeah.
They provide employment, they were the ones who told, hey, IT businesses can be done at a time when no one even knew what was it,
Yeah.
right? So I have more respect for such people rather than I would rather follow Sudha Murthy ma'am. I read her books also
Yeah.
rather than
Exactly.
such people,
See,
really.
one thing very important, Shreyasta, is that today's parents have to form rules. However rich you are, you cannot let your children have everything, because if they have everything, they don't know, they themselves want some sort of control. Okay, if you don't put any control, then they're scared, because they don't know their own limits. And this is frightening. No, I'm seeing a lot of children around me, who are given so much freedom by their parents, that they themselves are, flustered as to where do I, put a stop. They want to learn a scooter, they learn a scooter. They want to learn a car, they learn a car. They want to go on a Lamborghini, they'll go on a Lamborghini. See, where is the limit? See, Holi happened a month back. Now the girls want to play Holi, immediately bring all the spray pumps and all that, and you have a Holi. See, this sort of thing, I'm not blaming the children at all. I'm blaming the parents, because parents do not know. They have a very, very dangerous weapon in their hands, and that is money.
Money.
Okay? Money can completely destroy your child.
Ma'am,
These
and
children may appear in front of you very humble and polite to elders and all that, but in their own private space with their friends, they are devils.
ma'am, they are very controlling. I'll tell, they have from childhood the narcissism is born because
Hmm.
parents are not able to give the quality time. They are
Yeah.
constantly working to keep that wealth, to keep the to be able. When you have a very flamboyant life, you have to pay a lot of bills to
Hmm.
maintain that flamboyant life, and that's how they talk. Arey, you did not do this. This person bought this. This is the conversation of, like Fifth Avenue or something, like, they're literally copying the West, and
Hmm. Hmm.
and they know that. So rich and luxurious things, that market has not been affected because they are controlled by ulterior motives and very, very high powers. So so they don't understand that there is a crisis, or there is corona, or there is literally something is sinking. They don't get it. They really ride everything on the currency value, and they only understand that we have to promote ourselves, people need to only buy from us, people need to only be designed from us, only aesthetics maybe. But yes, ma'am, coming back to the social media cues, ma'am, these symbols and these colors, they are made such that it's easy on the eyes, it looks nice and cute. So you will go and click it and it's free, and then the collection starts from your geolocation to your age to your face, or maybe what things you have liked, and they then start making blobs about you. So blobs are binary large objects.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they will make like, okay, this person was there here, here, here. And ma'am, I've heard that if someone from the government pressurize them to give data, ideally they should not. If you're protected by data privacy, in our
Hmm.
country, 5 rupees, 500 rupees, you'll get all the data out. You
Hmm.
don't even need to hack anything.
Hmm.
Don't no need to go to hacking level also. And
Hmm.
these things, they'll come, they'll appear, the red color, the up and down, so that our attention will be here, and this bell button will continuously, like, shake, 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 so that our
Hmm.
attention is going there. Have we clicked? If when you click the like, it will become blue and all. These are all
Hmm.
effects, ma'am. These are all
Hmm.
actually hardware or store effects, you
Hmm.
know that you
Hmm.
do. Maybe if you go in a normal bazaar or market, okay, so
Hmm.
the one that has lights or is little bit blue color or is little bit different and all, is out of a line of 100, what will you
Hmm.
do to make yourself stand out?
Hmm.
Right? So,
Hmm.
and this now it's the same online. Now on a
Hmm.
certain screen you have thousands of things to go into, and
Hmm.
every person is fighting for that attention, for that color. So they really go very deep into psychology and neuroscience. Okay, what will be attractive? Or if it
Hmm.
is food industry, then what will be tasty, that they keep on eating, and then they will do that additive things and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
ma'am, if
Hmm.
you see this TikTok icon,
Hmm.
this blue, white, and this, it gives
Hmm.
you, it's actually static, but if you little bit move like this, it gives you a 3D hologramic effect,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
right? So if you keep on looking at it continuously, it will kind of create that optical illusion, and it
Ah.
will
Ah.
fluster you. So
Hmm.
these are the things, these are the small cues. And right now I have made it 2D, but like, when I had downloaded these things, it's
Hmm.
like a small cue, and so it's
Hmm.
nice and cute. I'll stop it. Coming back to
Hmm.
this, it's
Hmm.
nice and cute. What is happening right now is that one or two things is fine. One thing is running, one small thing came in, fine. This is everywhere. It's coming from all the sides. It's just dropping
Hmm,
in.
hmm, hmm.
So that's
So there's a
annoying.
question for you, yeah,
Yeah.
from Maya. Is this craze for material possessions power due to Abrahamic religion's one life philosophy? Our Sanatana rebirth concept helped us from this pit, but
It is
I
a
presume,
Abrahamic.
yeah,
It is a
it
Abrahamic
is, yeah, yeah,
philosophy
yeah.
because what is Abrahamic is like come in one place, one
Hmm,
it's centralized. You
hmm,
are at one place, everything will happen from here.
hmm,
But
hmm.
our Sanatana Dharma teaches us we have choices, we are
Yeah,
different, we
exactly.
can go here. If this we are not getting
Hmm,
here, go there. This is normal.
hmm,
You will
hmm.
find Abrahamic religious people, they'll be like, why did you go there? How could you just change this? How could you do that? Like I just like something that just comes naturally to me or I'm going to it's my
Yeah,
need this
yeah.
time, they will not
Also,
understand that.
yeah. Also, Shreyasta, see, I remember, when I was in school, see, how we learn to understand a subject better. See, when you sit in class and teacher teaches you, you won't understand, okay? When the teacher actually takes you in the garden, okay, she used to do that. Our teacher used to take us in the garden, and she would take us, say, an apple, and then she would pluck it, and then she would say, see, this is this apple, and look, she'll cut it, and she say, there's a seed inside. We were small kids, and this is how, from the seed this comes and all. And it was always that lesson we got full marks, because here you are, you know teaching children from nature. This is why Gurukuls succeed so much. You have everything out in the open. It's not always books, 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 and all these electronic gadgets. So I feel somewhere we are all suffering because of this.
Yes, ma'am, the world is becoming, intelligence is artificial,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
are all these scam issues,
Mm,
mind issues are really
mm,
coming. I mean, they are good, they save us time.
mm,
Yeah, there are many pros to it, but if it becomes a part of your life and you don't have 8 hours away from this,
mm,
because companies are like, if in a certain time something that didn't happen, you take your time, we pay you for overtime, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You have to say, no, I can't do it more than this. It's
mm,
okay, you pay me less. This is my limit. We have to define that limit. And what is happening is that because the inflation is so high, this, that,
mm,
everyone has now like started doing two or three things, and it's much easier to do things online
mm.
because everybody now was forced to be online, and it will take them 1 or 2 3 years before they go back, because there is no the
Yeah,
fastest way to actually reach people is online. So what
yeah,
we can do is we can expect better gadgets and
yeah,
better monitoring, but it's very hard to monitor. It's very
yeah,
like
mm,
even AI can't do it really. Even if they
yeah,
create, then it's like
mm,
controlling. Then it's like China. What's happening in China or
yeah.
North Korea? It's a dictatorship
Mm.
at the end
See,
of
if
the
you
day.
have the kind of education that they do in Japan,
Hmm.
okay, they teach you to grow vegetables. They teach you to, keep the classroom clean. They teach you how to cook. You know, these are the things you'll need later in life. Gadgets will come and go, and you will learn it, because anyway, your step-by-step manual is there. But these are the things that you should learn, isn't it? I mean, in India, many of the men have the attitude that, see, in my house, we never cooked or cleaned, so you better do it. You are the wife, you're the woman of the house. Okay, so these things have also got to be taught in school. Okay, then what happens is, then if you are completely totally educated, then when you enter a married life or a relationship, you make it easier for both of you.
Yeah.
So these things, what you call practical things, have to be also taught among our school things. See, I somehow feel that, see, the more, for example, if these things are taught, a child can always come back home excitedly, and when his mother is cutting or a father is cutting something, oh, these are the vegetables I cut it in school. So there are
Let me
diversions.
cut for
You're not
you. Yeah,
constantly
let
on the
me.
mobile.
Yeah,
you know
it's a more intimate bonding. You have a much more
Yeah,
nice
yeah,
family
yeah.
relation with your
And I
child.
get so irritated when my mobile, say, I'm just sitting, and suddenly switches on. Because it's listening to me. It's got its own life. And I get so angry, I just, switch it off again. So you can imagine, this is encroachment into your private area. So can you imagine the way they snoop on everything? Everything. They want passwords, they want everything. There's nothing they don't want from us.
Yes, ma'am. They want to know your like another day I got a telecall. Okay, so I was answering, and then they're like, I said, see, I don't have the time. You're calling me in work hours.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then they're asking me, oh, you sound very just like so that I can buy that some trading bullshit or this that we all know credit source is gone, or right now going in this volatility market, and what they'll say, oh no, this is when you make the most money, that's when people make the most. Okay, you're giving me some graphs or whatever. Where are the people? Can I call them and verify, did you actually make money? No, no, it's just maybe in these confessions on how much stress that person would have gone. Okay, I lost 1 million or whatever. I'm like, I don't even have that kind of money to lose to begin with, right? Normal people don't have that kind of money, or you know, uh, who likes to lose their hard earned or even gambling earned money? Leave it. Once it's there in the account, you want it literally. Nobody is on this planet is like, oh, grow. The expenses come, and it's a consumeristic society that we have to accept. And of course, when you have family and when you have responsibilities, they also cost money, right, to maintain a good healthy lifestyle. But these people, they want to monitor you. Of course, it's even done to bring better products in the market,
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
that is innovation and everything. But yes, I think I'll just take this comment from
Yeah.
Maya ma'am.
Yeah. Hmm.
With social media, children are becoming more happy. Yes, 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 100%. They need to be continuously stimulated. This was not there. If you take your child to the park and they will hang, they will have much better lung capacity, this and that, and they'll be
See,
more.
also another thing here, what Maya mentioned and what you just said now, is that, see, just phase out. Sit in a place and just don't think about anything. Okay? Just go and enjoy nature, whatever it is. Okay? Don't need to talk. Don't need to do anything. At that time, let your mind rest. Okay? Just look. And this is what you remember Dr. Ganesh was also saying, is
Yes.
that every day spend some time with nature, solitude, you know, don't talk to anybody. Just preserve that energy and thank God for what God has given us in the form of nature.
Yes, ma'am. A 20-minute me time is required for everyone.
Mm.
Literally, the time is literally it's measured to 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Where you just meditate, don't do anything. That's 100
See,
great
also
advice by
something,
Dr.
Shreyas, I find, in today's age, I'm talking about parents, they're all hyper, okay? They all see themselves as perfect and the other person is imperfect, okay? Now, if you're sitting as, I'm interviewing you or chatting to you, I somehow see you as imperfect. And I don't want to agree with you. I'll just tell you that, see, I'm judgmental, saying this is, or you see it in me. These are the kind of parents you're finding in schools. Constantly, thinking that the teacher is not teaching the right way, or the child is not learning the right way, as if they know all everything. You know, and don't forget that these teachers are also, they have learned and they've come. They use their experience to teach you, teach your children. You know, so if you're constantly criticizing them, what is the point? You only teach your children. So one thing I've seen is that parents are hyper when it comes to their children. They feel that the children are right, not the teachers. So this is also another problem that schools face. Because see, even if you admit that the teacher is right, what happens? The child goes from fourth to fifth to sixth. The teacher's forgot. You go ahead. You treat it as though it's a life and death situation. If you don't settle the teacher and complain to the principal and make sure that our life is hell, you feel that you haven't gone forward. You're trying to show your intelligence or your wisdom. See, so one thing I've realized is that, see, the women today, because mostly because all of them are working, is that they have this sense of superiority when they go to schools, thinking that they know more than the teachers. And this I find, I'm not saying generalizing, but in most cases I've seen them being very, very patronizing and saying that, see, but why this, why that, why this, why that. In a class of 40 students, of 30 students, how much can a teacher, educate in a 30-minute class or a one hour class? It's terrible. I mean, these things when you see, like you say, the society has to slow down. Society has to start saying that, see, now enough. Let my child not be a genius. You know,
You don't
let
have
my
to
child
be,
just be ordinary. Uh, let
ma'am,
my
there is
child be
great,
ordinary.
yeah, there is great power and peace of mind in being number one ordinary.
Mm,
There is
mm,
nothing wrong. I have
mm.
worked with geniuses. They're a pain in the ass.
Oh,
They're
terrible,
so
terrible.
arrogant. They're
Mm,
so annoying. Life
mm,
can be so simple and much more enjoyable. What are we gonna do in their gaming world and their gaming
mm,
theme? You don't buy into it, they will make sense out of it. It's
yeah,
not what is needed. Let's make better things for the nature, for the climate, or whatever. Don't
exactly.
become Greta Thunberg. That is different.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, just you don't need to see the world is artificial and manufactured.
In
Okay.
many times, Shasta, see, when I see these ads and all that, these are all things that they're pushing down your gullet. Okay, the mother will say, "Eat only carrots, eat only beans, eat only these things." Do you think our parents were telling us this years back? Eat only this, eat only that. Whatever was kept on the table, you eat it.
You
Okay,
eat
if
it.
you
This
don't
is,
like it, eat as much and go. That's it.
yeah.
But today, even if you look at advertisements, they will show you that, see, the mother is eco-conscious, she's water conscious, she's art conscious, she's every consciousness is there within the mother, and yet the mother is a wreck. you
When
know
is the
Always
time?
hyper.
Have you seen a mother's life? She
Hmm,
has no time for herself.
hmm,
Somehow
hmm,
the house is just running.
hmm, hmm.
Or you
But I've
cannot,
always seen, see,
yeah,
even Shasta, when my son grew up, whenever I'm calm, my son is calm.
exactly.
Whenever I'm hyper, my son is hyper. So you have to see that, see, parents are the best, they set an example. So, as you said, meditation time, you know, taking time to, make lists while listening to good music, soft music, telling your mind, calm down, this is not a race, you know, that itself works wonders on your children. you know your children don't want to be in the race. I've seen so many very, very genius, intelligent children, go back to farming.
Yeah.
They leave
I'm
everything.
going to
I
do
say
that.
everything.
I
They leave
want to
everything.
do that. I'm just growing some. I bought some lavender plants and stuff. I'm kind of doing all that because I love it, and I don't want to make computers and machine, though
Yeah.
I'm very good at it actually, so
Hmm.
much better than a lot of guys. But the thing is, like, working with these people has, I don't really respect them,
Yeah.
or I really don't care about the domain that much anymore because there is this, what is AI doing? So if my algorithm is not able to help kids, like, what happened to Disha, or what, I want to create something like that, like an alert system or something like that. And a lot of people, even today, I got some message, some IIT Chennai kid has committed suicide because he got
Oh.
overwhelmed. He got overwhelmed because he's thinking, Array, he's so genius, he's that this technology work, this did. Ma'am, most of the technologies in this technology game, ma'am, you are not gonna win. It's a very, maybe you will win after 10 years, really.
Hmm.
You That is the long, and the problem is, this is the problem, this craze
Hmm.
and these reels, they shorten your attention span, and
Hmm.
they put you in this domain of, you will get everything right now,
Hmm.
which doesn't happen in reality. It's just
Hmm.
a quick reaction you got,
Yeah.
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 But
Absolutely.
to actual translate it into success or something, it's really time consuming. You look at any business, it's a spice
Yeah.
business, it's selling an umbrella or even selling the pen,
Hmm.
or the smallest of the smallest thing. If you actually, there is hard work, and ma'am, if you're patient and if you're calm, you will attract good things and positivity in
Yeah.
your life
Absolutely. Very true.
automatically. You don't have to
Yeah.
go through,
Yeah.
oh, मेरा life change हो गया, मेरा ये हो गया. कुछ नहीं.
Chitra is
It's
saying we have become
part and
slaves
parcel of
to this
life.
modernization of everything. Attention span is so limited. Instant gratification is what drives most adults and children. And Divided says, I've been hyper myself. And troublemaker, thank God I found myself in 2006. I try to be as positive and good as I can. Thank God to our Sanatana Dharma and meditation. Greta Thunberg is Rothschild's granddaughter. They have an evil agenda in climate. It's a big game, Al Gore, to control us. And how can Neeta Ambani be a good model, a role model for the children who are studying in a school? Aishwarya takes her daughter, who is just 11 years, to all these galas and celebrity parties, says Chitra. I wish we could go back to the village life, which is simple and healthy. That's why these videos on village life are growing, because people want a simple life. Modernism, feminism is making a woman's life harder, multitasking, wilting under societal expectations, putting of children, of having children, or having no real desire time with kids. Won't this affect the family unit? Your body and mind is a big technology. Let's all concentrate on it and grow to the highest. So, on this note, Shesa, we'll end this session. Thank
Yes,
you
ma'am.
so much. And one more thing I'd like to tell you, viewers, is that whenever we have this conversation with Shreyas, it's very important, and it's also very educative. I see fewer people joining us, but whenever whoever is here present here and who's heard it, please share it, because the impact of this on your children is very important. This is not for you and me, okay? This is for your children, the next generation, okay? And we are doing this only because we are interested in a healthy generation. So this is
Exactly.
not selfish at all. This is a very, very generous, what you call suggestions from a lady who is an AI expert, who's been seeing all this happening, and she's telling you this out of experience. I'm telling you to you through my journalistic experience. And if you can pass this message to at least 10 parents each, it makes a difference, you know, because we take time. Ashresa has done her homework. Okay, I've done mine. We need to tell you that, see, there's something terribly wrong going on in schools, in colleges, in institutes, okay, in your homes. Rectify it, and follow the simple rules that we are putting forth. No, we're not experts in that. We're just suggesting. If it works for you, well and good.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Shreyasa. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me, and I hope everyone likes it. I really love the
Lovely.
comments.
Everybody is so happy.
Yeah,
They're all thanking you for it.
yeah. And next time I will show the algorithm that can really bring justice, and we
Yeah,
can. It's a little bit of a serious topic, but I really want that we have conversations about it, and I will, of course, focus on the nice parts of it, and also some real societal challenges. So I'm excited. I hope everyone else is as well.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank
Good night and Jai Hind.
you. Take care. Jai Hind, ma'am. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.